Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
To the 3. 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On first down, Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun.
From the 30 on second down, Newton, his throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Watch the run.
From the gun, here's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Check out. 675.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. That good for 22 and a first down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
Play action. It's Locke. Out to his left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Derrick Henry bulldozes past him. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derrick Henry, 36 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
And
50,
8 yards to go.
54. Let's go. 5.
They'll set up a throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way, but you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 50, it's Locke. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
53, Mike. Come on.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cleveland Farrell able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will get it at their 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but there, first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 59 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They begin with Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After one, 17-7 is our score.
Go, go, go. Mike 53. 53. Mike. Let's go, D.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. To throw is Luck. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd down. Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
From the gun, here's Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their key?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Luck on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Bravo.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. It's complete to Grant. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing is long. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Run. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Blige. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll return it from the 6. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd and 9, Luck forced out to his left. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks it and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe, so he knows how to use his feet.
That he does, and I think...
Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Blige. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground. Blige again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Pick up the ball. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Shift.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You talk about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Cut. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The drive will commence with a run by Balaj, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lund. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Team 6, 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Joseph came roaring in on the safety blitz. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Back to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Number 53, Mike 53. There we go.
A shotgun snap for Lund. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Carlson on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll start with a give here to Ballage. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They run it with Ballage. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Ballage. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Luck now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah,
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his right. Now the ball comes loose, and the Raiders pick it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you.